Hey, yeah. You know, when did niggas start just moaning at the beginning of the rap?
Y'all street nigga try and make some millions. I know you hear me, but you gotta feel me.
Oh man, it is the ShakeUP After Dark. I'm Alex Haynes, and
I'm Tiff Lanelle.
That's YFN Lucci. I'm gonna be honest, he's one of my favorite rappers right now. I like Lucci. I like everything he puts out. This is a new song that just came out with Meek Mill on it.
I like Meek Mill.
I know Meek Mill is in jail.
They play Dreams and Nightmare.
Listen, everybody that I know goes off to Dreams and Nightmares.
We heard Danielle, you know Danielle. Danielle and I heard the music because, you know, we went out with, as I call him, Clover, who got into town last night. We heard the beginning of Dreams and Nightmare, and both her and I looked at each other and went, oh my God, is that Dreams and Nightmare? It's a rap.
I absolutely lose my mind to Meek Mill. And I always have. So I was never a bandwagon Meeker. But so many people are just like, y'all try to hate like y'all don't like Meek Mill. But when you hear Dreams and Nightmares or when you hear I'm a Boss, you completely lose your mind.
Lose your whole.
And I know it's true because I've seen y'all do it.
Right.
I seen you. I seen what you do. So with that said, but that's new YFN Lucci. It's called Street Kings. Meek Mill is on the track. But I just don't know. He does a lot of moaning now that I think about it when he begins his songs. And I'm like, why are you moaning?
That's YFN Lucci. Is that what you said?
Yeah, YFN Lucci.
Okay.
That's what they call him.
Okay.
You know, Atlanta produces a whole lot of YFN, YBN, YRN.
Are those real artists?
No, that's at the beginning of their name. But yeah, they're all like YBN something, YRN something. I had to ask my interns last semester what that meant because I didn't know.
I know of YFN. I don't know any of those other ones.
YRN is just young real nigga.
But these are at the beginning of artist names?
Yeah. Since you're 70.
No, let me tell you. So I went out, last night was my first time going out in a while, and it was only because our friend wanted to go. And they played Montel Jordan, This Is How We Do It. Mm-hmm. And then the DJ slid it into the original song that song is sampled from, Slick Rick. And I was going in. And nobody else in the club knew a children's story. I felt very old.
Well, you actually shouldn't know it.
But I do.
But you shouldn't.
Uncle Ricky, could you please tell me a bedtime story, please, huh? Please. I like Slick Rick. Here we go. Just saying. Anyway, don't judge me.
But I am.
I'm used to it, so I don't care.
Okay, so how'd the rest of your weekend go?
It went really good. I got some filming done on Saturday. And when I say some, I mean we started at 12 and we ended at 10, I think. And then had a really good production meeting with my team afterwards. Okay. And then our friend came in yesterday. So I hung out with them all day. How did your weekend go?
Actually, I've had the most busy, crazy busy 6 days. My sister came to New York. That was interesting. Lovely. Spent some time with her. Another one of my best friends came in from Vegas he actually came in Saturday. We had a hell of a windstorm here that shut down everything. I mean, the winds were like 80 miles per hour, but it was just drizzling outside. It wasn't that big of a, I mean, especially here, but from what I understand, the metro area up here was demolished.
Did you just Miranda Curtis the weather?
Priestley, yep.
Not Miranda Curtis.
Miranda
Lord have
Curtis
mercy.
That's a church singer. Like you just I'm like, wow.
She's been on my timeline because old producer.
I saw.
So
No need to go into it.
I don't want people thinking I'm just out here being randomly churchy.
It was a whole. Yeah. Well, no one knows who she is except the people that go to church.
Well,
they're not watching this. That's not why they're here. I'm pretty sure they're just not here for that.
Oh my gosh. Let's get into our list of everything that we need to discuss tonight.
Well, I'll start with what has been kind of shocking. For those of you that missed it, the boss, Rick Ross, was hospitalized with what they thought was pneumonia. Oh, and by the way, I'm still ethnic, so those of you that think I cut my hair, I did not. I'm just rocking. And they're almost nappy, so I look like Kendrick Lamar. But that was not shade by y'all know Kendrick's braids be nappy all the time. It's like he doesn't even bother to get them done. And natural form. But the boss was hospitalized. I just sent you that though, Tiff. It looks really good. And he was actually, reports say that he was on life support. A machine was keeping him alive. He's at home now. Who's to know if they brought the machine with him and they just wanted to put him back around the Wingstop grease?
The what? You're rude.
I'm not.
Did you say Wingstop grease?
He has like 30 Wingstops.
Oh my God.
Like he is the Wingstop spokesperson. That's how he hollers at girls. Do you want to go get some wings?
Keep going. I'm not doing this with you.
Wendy Williams still out. She's away from her purple chair. Doctors told her that she needed 3 weeks of rest. So fans were upset today when they went to look for Hot Topics at 10 a.m. and it was yet a rerun. She'll be out this week as well. Prayers with Wendy and Rick Ross. And on that, though, I kind of want to hit just for a second Black people and health. And us waiting until it's the last minute to address issues. And I would say I'm guilty of it as well. It's not a good thing to wait until the last minute to get yourself checked out. You should have regular checkups. If you're not having regular checkups, then you should at the very least, at the first sign of a symptom, if you ain't been to a doctor at the first sign, you should be concerned. You should be concerned with everything that happens to your Black ass if you don't go to the doctor. You should. All these things coming that I need to tell Black people. Old medications, stop. Just stop. What you like? What you
Advil from 2007 that you have in your cupboard?
No, you should not have. You shouldn't have Advil from 2007. But that antibiotic that you got for an ear infection, 3 years later, when you feel like you have the flu and you go get that same antibiotic, first of all, that's not even for that. No. Second of all, antibiotics do not help the common cold or the flu.
No.
You're tripping. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop. And I know some of y'all are like, ooh, I just took that because I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I need you to stop. We need to take care of ourselves and each other. Way too many people that are under the age of 30 are stroking out. And just reports of a young man that I know passed away. I don't have all the details right before we went on air, but that news just broke for us, and it's horrible. I need you to take care of yourself. Do that for me, guys. Do that, please.
Please and thank you.
I beg of you, take care of yourself. Beg of you. So that's that. Let's jump into entertainment. Of course, we're going to talk politics, but you know how we like to minimize that. We've been going way past our 10 minutes of Trump, and I just can't today. I can't. Stevie J You on your way to jail, bruh. Jail? Now, this is the thing. And I've told y'all this. I just feel like I'm going to just be letting y'all know all day today. I've told y'all that I'm never going to jail for any type of support. Okay? And I'm never going to pay any type of support. So that says, I mean, I don't really live by the mantra. I know a lot of my fellow brethren are out there and they're like, trust no bitch. I don't say that I necessarily live by that. I do believe that, you know what, and Tiff, I haven't even shared this with you, but I've determined marriage is probably never going to happen. I don't know, people are like, never say never, say never. No, I'm like, I said, I don't know. I've always said, I don't know.
No, you just told me last week that you were not doing it.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I've determined that if there's somebody that I happen to fall in love with, I'll write my own contract and we can have the lawyers look over it. I'm not into a marriage contract because then the judge and the law has to look at it through the lens of marriage and love and all of that. And you can have all of that. But no, this is just going to be a contract between me and Bae. But what does the contract say? Not, oh, I helped you do this. Every time we do something new, we'll put it in the contract. We'll get a new contract. And I know a lot of y'all are going to watch this and be like, oh, that's just so much when you really love somebody. All of y'all really love somebody until you don't. And that's the thing. And more of you fall out of love for stupid shit than things that are really legitimate. Like, I think that y'all are, first of all, let me not. I was gonna go, this is about Stevie J, and I'm about to give y'all a whole dissertation on the stupidity in your relationships and you're not even married. So technically you're single. Get Stevie, that 1.3 million that you should have paid because you was out here fucking. And that's the thing. That's like you just out here fucking, and you can't just be out here just fucking. That's it's not becoming of you as a person. It's not going to get you anywhere if you're not going. So you like I do not frivolously fuck. I just no. I come from a fertile family. No, and no. So I would say I feel for you, Stevie, but I met you. You gonna keep fucking. So we'll see when you get out. Mary J. Blige, her force has been. Did I say her force? Her divorce has been finalized. Thoughts on that? Because y'all know I didn't like that nigga.
Well,
Kendu, I did not.
When the separation first happened, as horrible as it is, you know, everybody was like, oh, her next album is about to be lit. I saw the pictures of her at the Oscars last night. She looks amazing.
No, Mary is lit. Period.
So it looks to me like she's literally a walking, I'm just fine. Ooh, she's fine. And she's already said there's a special place in hell for you.
I wanted to play Just Fine, but I felt like that was more appropriate. Because, I mean,
there's a special place in hell for you.
I mean,
you go pay for what you did to me. I'ma tell you, cause the truth will set me free. Oh.
For every ex I ever had, there's a special place in hell for you. You gonna pay for what you did to me. Listen, I don't care if Mary ever hits a note. The music was made for the pain. It was made for the pain. And all of in my I marry Bob, all that'll just be going in. A good breakup. You know I love music.
And every time I hear something hot,
it makes me want to move. Every time I think about leaving your ass.
But it's something about this joint right here.
It makes me want to stay.
It makes me want to.
Woo!
You are really going in.
No time. Well, I can do Mary all night. Mary,
I know you could.
Congratulations. That man was a loser. Mary, you didn't need him. You didn't ever need him. He never did anything for you. But you know what? He did bring you happiness at one point, but that's what I'm saying. Fuck niggas, be out here. Y'all, stop doing it just because you have to. And ladies, I'm gonna talk to you. I know y'all got clocks. I don't have one.
Yo, that clock is serious.
This seed is gonna work for me till I'm about 70.
Nope, that's not our case.
So since it's gonna work, I mean, the kid might be a little, after 70.
I literally almost closed this window on you. You were about to be by yourself.
That's after 70. But that's what I'm saying. And I've actually thought about it. If I'm not ready to have the kids until I'm 70, then Lord, I have somebody to take care of the kid. At least I procreated. That's how I look at it. Nobody's gonna rush me. I done let my parents know, aunties, uncles, godparents, and I will play this clip for you if you ask me a motherfucking again. And yes, I was cussing at you. I'm gonna have these damn kids when I'm ready to have these damn kids. Okay, you're not gonna rush me. But if it's not gonna happen the conventional way, like I know some of y'all are just like, well, God is gonna kill me. He's gonna smite me. He's not. Repentance is real. And I know the old school church, well, you just don't go sinning and then asking for forgiveness. But if you do, you can still ask for forgiveness. And even, listen, the baby is a blessing. Get you one before that clock stops ticking. At home, upset, in the words of Kaya, miserable. She can't even say the word. Why are you miserable when somebody hasn't come in your life to make you miserable yet? People be getting with miserable people and just be miserable so they can have a child. And then miserable because you got with a miserable ass nigga that doesn't now want to pay. And then you miserable for 18 years. You had 18 years of misery for 10 minutes of sex. The statistics are saying that on average, couples average, and the number is crazy, 69 minutes of sex in a week.
What?
That's about 10 minutes a day.
Not even.
So I can guarantee you that non-coupled people are having much more sex than y'all. Guaranteed. I promise.
I will say exactly what you just said about the whole 18 years is exactly what has kept my legs closed. Because I have been on dates with dudes and been like, nope, can't be stuck with you. No, thank you.
But that doesn't mean that you can't have no baby. Now, I know you, so I know you don't want to do it that way, but I still feel like just have you one.
No.
Okay, so if your clock run out, that's on you. That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't want to hear it when you say, oh, well, my clock done ran out, and I shoulda, and I coulda, and I could have froze, and I could have, then you should have done it. You should have damn did it. Nobody wants to hear it. So I'm telling you, I'ma still know you at 41. You better have some damn kids. Because if you don't, I'm going the fuck off and I'm going to play this back to you because I just can't. I can't.
Well, you and my mama. My mom is halfway planning a nursery and I don't even, I'm nowhere near having a child. And she's like, I'm going to help you pick out nursery colors and stuff. And I'm like,
something's wrong with her.
Well, that becomes more and more obvious every day.
Something's wrong with her. Now, Tiffany Haddish.
Yep.
Tip, come here for a second. Listen, I know. I just got to be honest. You know, I don't have my radio mic so you can actually see me. Hopefully no one ever shows you this, but if they do, look, I feel like you had an amazing year. You're amazing. You're gonna have continued success. You're little. A lot of people are like, Tiffany is like the actress version of Cardi B. Like they had the same type of year. They were on the up and up this year and all of that. Tiffany, you're like 10 years Cardi senior though. So I'm not an actor. I'm just making a suggestion. You know, take it or leave it. I have a concern. Like, I love you. I think you're hilarious. I think you're doing great. But I have a concern that you're going to typecast yourself because you haven't gotten out of character from Girls Trip since Girls Trip. So if that's really you, you need to give us some more movies because there's just a lot of concern that you're not going to be able to do anything but be really, really silly. And this Nene, like you're proving how old you are because the Nene was like at the end of 2015. And we still see, like every time we see you, we see. So I'm just trying to give you some advice. And also, when you get an invite to something from Beyonce, somebody in the Illuminati, when you get something like that, don't share it on Twitter. I know how happy you are, and there's certain things that you get from people in the industry, and you know I'm like a G-list person, so I don't even know if there's a list. Your mic is off, so Tiff, I don't know.
That was intentional while I was eating my salad, but I just can't with you.
But yeah, I'm like a G-list, but I've still got some invites. You know, you just can't share everything.
As well, you shouldn't. Not everything is everybody's business.
So Tiff, I'm just trying to give you some insight. Like you already on the like C list. I'm like I said, I'm just a G list. I've just been in the industry.
Say Tiffany Haddish is on the C list.
She's not A list yet. Well, she probably is actually. Just in rank and popularity, like she's definitely probably an A list.
She's not no damn C list.
If she keeps nay-naying, she will be.
All right. You trying to say she's gonna end up like Monique in a few years if she don't stop nay-naying?
I'm saying that she's going to end up like Ashanti. And so I don't want that for her.
That's terrible.
Well, she hasn't gotten out
of
Ashanti
just got a new song, so I mean.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's not too bad.
Right. I mean, Kaya has 20 albums.
Okay, well, nope. Not going there. We are not going to do that.
I don't have any details about the stolen Oscar.
Wait, before we move on, I will say Tiffany Haddish is also out here not caring what y'all have to say about her wearing this white dress multiple times.
But she told us she was going to wear it.
Why do you think it's such a stigma in Hollywood for people to wear things more than once? Not a clue.
Because it's Hollywood. Because they set the standards of fashion. And so people buy things based on what they do. So if Hollywood starts wearing the same thing all the time, people are going to stop buying new things. There's a method to the madness. That's why they get things for free. Hollywood, the thing is, they don't buy what they wear most of the time. Anyway, girl, keep wearing the white dress. Do what
it looks good.
Yeah, right. It's gonna keep looking good unless she gains weight or it don't fit no more. So, and if she wants to just be known like Janelle Monáe, maybe it's her outfit. Maybe that's her costume. That's her work. Those are her work clothes. Some asinine white person on Fox News is gonna ask her if she's broke or what she's doing with her money.
I'm not going to Fox News. I'm
just letting you know.
Not even doing that. Go ahead about the stolen Oscar.
I don't know anything about it because I'm really not interested in the Oscars. Like, I'm over them.
Okay.
They're just way too white for me. It's just way too white for me. Let me give you some statistics to prove that we're not going to talk about them, because even with hashtag Oscar so white, let me give you some statistics because I did my homework. 36 white men left with Oscars yesterday. And also, why do you think you have to show us every single award in every single category? If we don't do that at the Grammys and we don't do that at the Emmys, and all these awards are given on the red carpet and silently, the sound mixers, we don't need to know who's getting an Oscar for the sound mixing, especially if he's 90 and white. Nobody, not all of his friends are dead. No, like no one cares. But somebody's Oscar got stolen. 36 white men walked away with Oscars yesterday.
Frances McDormand is whose Oscar got stolen.
Was he white? Probably.
She.
Okay, well, 6. Oh, she's the one that gave the speech and had everybody stand up. She did a good job. 6 white women walked away with Oscars. So there's your gender gap. 2 black people and 1 Mexican.
Who was the Mexican?
I don't care. But from a diversity standpoint, it's just too white. It's too white. While we're still on the Oscars, let's go ahead and shout out Jordan Peele. He was one of the black people. It's a shame, but when I just gave you that stats, you're not surprised. I'm not surprised. We don't have to talk about when is this going to get better. It's not until they die. And they're about to die because the median age at the Oscars yesterday was 78 years old.
I wonder what's going to happen when that whole decade of people.
The same thing that's going to happen in the next 10 to 20 years. Everything's going to be brown. And white people will feel it will happen in my lifetime when white people will be in my hey Rabashaka.
Oh my gosh.
I just felt him. I just felt him in my lifetime, because when you think about the future, listen, JJ Harrison has a song called After This.
I love that song. There will be victory after this.
Who else said Beyonce in her documentary? She was like, God is real. And when I think about that, in 10 to 20 years, they will know. And I'm going to be, as soon as it happens and the stats come out, the census. Listen. It'll be a glorious day.
That's a good song right there. I told my friend today, I said, it's really a shame that Jordan Peele just became the first black person to win for Best Original Screenplay for the Oscars. I said, but what that said to me is that I just need to be the first black woman to do it. That's what that said to me.
Okay. Praise the Lord.
Goals.
I mean, and I get it. Like, okay, we're aspiring to something great. But I'm like, if we still got to keep being the first, and I mean this with all of my heart, if we still have to keep being the first, we need to do something else. And equate it or make it greater, because I'm sick of white being right. I just am.
With that being said, in my production meeting the other day, I was voicing a frustration about what I don't want is, yes, we have the Oscars and the Grammys. I for damn sure want a Tony one day. But I don't want us to get away from the award shows and programs and acknowledgement that we created for ourselves, like the Trumpet Awards, like the NAACP Image Awards.
Well, I don't know if you know, but most Black people have given up on the Oscars, the Grammys, the Emmys, and the Tonys. Black people have walked away from them.
I know, but we're also not walking away from those things and walking towards the other things that I just mentioned.
Because in the Black community, just like we're seeing in this, it's not just the Black community. In these communities that awards are given, people don't move. Because if you are this woman got up and said that she's been coming to the Oscars for 40 years with her husband of 65 years who passed last year. So if your husband of 65 years, you've been coming to this award show for 40 years, he's won almost every time she's came. She said that. She's at least 85. If you don't start giving the great artists and talent and actors love while they're young, and I'm not talking 20 young, I'm talking 30, 40, and you wait till they're 50 and 60, like, people are going to stop coming. It's the same reason that Kanye West and Chris Brown and Justin Bieber said they weren't going to the MTV Awards anymore. They're not doing it anymore. We're winning by default. Nobody else is winning. Like, it's pointless. And because of technology and media, and there's so much media already, award shows aren't really special. Music videos are more of a highlight, and no one even watches those.
Yeah, somebody, I don't remember who it was, but somebody told me yesterday or at some point this weekend, they've never seen the NERD Lemon video. And I was like, what? How?
I haven't either. I haven't.
But I had to think about it. The reason I've seen it and the reason I've seen it so many times is because my spin class plays videos while we're spinning instead of just playing the music. That's where I've seen most of the videos that I've seen. I've seen Yo Gotti videos in there. I saw NERD in there. I've seen the Kendrick Lamar and SZA video. I saw it in my spin class. But it's very, 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 very rare that I'll pull up YouTube just to watch a music video, or if I'm on YouTube, that it's even featured on YouTube anymore. Vivo blew up and then died quickly.
No, Vivo's still there. You don't use it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, I am choking.
You've aged out. But I'm saying
is that what it is?
Yeah. Kids still watch. I mean, a lot of kids don't because they don't think to watch videos because they didn't grow up with videos.
Right. They didn't grow up with pop-up video or the box.
Or TRL.
Or TRL. Do shows like that exist anymore?
No.
Wow. That's wow. Wow. Meanwhile, I grew up recording videos so I could learn Aaliyah's choreography to More Than a Woman.
I was just telling my sister that
choreography to I Get So Lonely.
I was just telling my sister that the whole neighborhood, we would basically we would have like some tapes that we could put in the VCR, blank tapes, but for the most part, we had to take movies we weren't going to watch anymore, put a piece of tape over the whole and put it in the VCR to hit record, to record a day of videos while we were at school so that we could watch them when we got back. And we were all learning the choreography.
Yep. And then get to school the next day and be in the hallway doing the choreography.
Kids learn the choreography on Instagram. So it's not there. So I don't think that the award show gold, it's the same thing. You have somebody that's been running the organization for 30 years. Kids aren't even being taught to treasure the awards.
True. That's true. I'll agree with that.
So Like when you have a generation that they all they do is consume media. So television isn't special. I think that's what I'm trying to say. It's not special. They make TV in 5th grade. They make movies. They have iMovie. So movies, cinema, the art of cinema isn't as special to you if it's something that you've had since birth.
True. Because you feel like you can just create it on your iPhone.
And they can.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is better than what we see.
Yeah. And unfortunately, shows like the Oscars, I've watched for the past couple of years, and I know I recognize more titles because I have tried my best to get better at watching indie stuff and less common things. But still, I've heard of The Shape of Water because Octavia Spencer is in it, and probably because I've watched other things that have promoted it. But stuff that's like, you know, only shown twice a day or whatever, or it's only released in limited theaters, or it won at like a Bronze Lens Film Festival and Sundance Film Festival, and it won all these awards for film festivals. So now it's at the Oscars. Those are the things that are winning. But I've never heard of Phantom Thread. I have heard of 3 Billboards Outside, Ebb Reading, or whatever it was called. Like I said, I've heard of The Shape of Water. Of course, I've seen Get Out. I've heard of Lady Bird, didn't see it. I've heard of Darkest Hour, didn't see it. I've heard of Dunkirk, didn't see it. I definitely did want to see The Post, but again, it wasn't heavily promoted or anything like that. So
I'll say this. They're also going to lose viewership because people don't even know where to go see these movies.
iTunes.
No one's buying a movie.
I know. But unfortunately, that's where the vast majority of these things
and
are
unfortunately, they're going to lose viewership because people aren't doing that. You might because you're in that industry.
Right.
Nobody, like there's no Black people that are going to iTunes. First of all, they barely want to buy an app. They don't buy a single. They're definitely not buying no damn $24.99 Dunkirk.
Right. Not happening.
It's just not happening. There's nothing you can do to convince them. I can't convince them. The blackest of the Black isn't. Beyonce couldn't convince them.
Right.
You know how I know that's true? Because nobody even wanted that damn title when it came out and it was $19.99. And they're like, oh, the money goes back to the artist. They ain't trying to line your pockets like that. They want you to make music. But if Spotify is $9.99, bitch, fuck your $19.99. And for that reason, I felt like I said, I don't get with taking advantage. To me, that's just like the church. You taking all this damn money, and where is the money? Why would I give these artists $19.99 when I'm paying $9.99 and I already made my playlist? You don't have no easy import. I cannot pull them in. Absolutely not.
That was my main issue with Tidal. 1, you're more expensive. 2, I have 50 playlists on Spotify.
And when y'all came out, y'all was stuck on you, and you didn't tell people because you were only streaming in hi-fi. We didn't have unlimited data yet, and y'all are sucking up almost half of a gig with one song.
Right. Nope.
For that reason, I've never even gotten it for the trial.
I got it for the trial, but
everything that's ever been on Tidal has been in my inbox within 30 minutes.
Well.
Fact.
Well. I tend to get it one way or another too.
Inbox.
Well, yeah. But that's also because we do radio. Well, that's part of the reason.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Primarily the reason. So.
Yeah, I agree. I will say there are certain things that I will pay for. But again, like you said, I'm an abnormal lover of music, and I'm also an abnormal lover of like musicals and different films and things like that. I've already seen Black Panther 3 times. We'll probably go see it for a 4th again before it leaves theaters, because I know it's going to be a minute before it gets released to DVD. But I'm also that person that I want them to release the 4 hours 4-hour director's cut. I would sit and watch that whole thing. I sit and listen to the Black Panther score. And if it wasn't on Spotify, I would buy it because it's that, not the soundtrack, the score for those.
Tiff, nobody wants to buy the score but you.
That's not, I know hella people that just listen to, well, I also, again, am in the industry.
Mike, come on. Thank you. Come
So,
on. Come back to reality. Nobody wants
Understood.
They don't want
A lot of people don't even know there's a difference between a score and a soundtrack.
And they don't want to know.
I know. But like you said, I
know you're gonna be the amplified Bible. I know.
Shut up. I am the abnormality, so I get that, and you're right. People are not, that I know of, watching videos heavily anymore.
I yesterday they were like 90 years of the Oscars. I will be surprised. I do think they'll make it to 100 years. I will be surprised if there's 101, if there's not a change.
I don't disagree with that. I really don't.
But I am so Black right now that I'm tired of telling y'all, and I'm tired of asking y'all. And so I stopped putting, they're like, well, this is for everyone. And Whoopi said that today, you know, this is when we come and we celebrate everyone and what it does. And it brings all cultures together. It does, but all cultures aren't celebrated. So I get what you're saying. And I'm tired of asking and I'm tired of telling. And I stopped putting things, and this is not a racial thing. So I want to make this really clear. I stopped putting things that white people created on a pedestal and things for me to aspire to, because I know that I also define greatness. My Blackness defines greatness. And so we have a contribution, and many times we are the creators.
Right.
And then you come in and strong arm your way. And so not to diminish, I don't diminish the awards. And that's why I'm trying to be clear on this. And I'm not trying to cloud it at all. I don't think that the Oscars or the Emmys or the Grammys or the Tonys or anything, I don't think there's anything wrong with them, aside from there's not equality. And I'm tired of asking for it. And I'm tired of being somebody that has to ask for it. When I know that we can create something that values our people. And the thing about us is we always include you motherfuckers.
Now, I will say, I think the Tonys does a much, much better job of having diversity and equality, but
it's because
Broadway does a better job.
Right, but that's because
equality.
It has a huge LGBTQ, LMNOPQRSTUV influence.
Yeah.
And they weren't having that shit.
Very, very true. Very true.
So it's not diverse because of Black people. It's not. Black people got diversity because Tony sometimes is a drag queen as Tracy. We just talking facts on tonight. Miguel, what the hell was that? If you didn't see it, Google it. I hope it's not on Google or YouTube. Kobe, congratulations on your Oscar. Tiffany Haddish and Maya Rudolph, thank you for coming and being your Black asses. We appreciated that.
He sang Coco's Remember Me from the movie.
Yeah.
It is on Google, just so you know.
The Black people I was with watched because Mary J. Blige was performing and Miguel was performing, and then we said we would give Andra Day a chance. I can't. I reminded myself, like I thought to myself, I don't think I like her.
Why not?
Because I don't. She has a really unique voice. She looks a lot like Rihanna. I know she makes message music, and I respect the message music. And those are songs that I want to hear like once and then not again for like 10 years.
Well, dang.
Like if I hear Rise Up one more time, I'm gonna break.
Well, I'm just tired of hearing it because the Falcons decided to use it for whatever reason.
I know I missed the old Rise Up song.
Right? The one with Samuel L. Jackson yelling in my ear during every commercial. Bring that one back.
Yeah, I just can't. And she also sounds like a dying seagull or whale.
What? What?
And I rise up, shine like the day. I rise up, rising day. I rise up, do it times and times again. And you. And I'll be like, I get it. I just don't want to keep hearing it. I don't. So, like I said, agree. The black people I was with, we tuned in to see Mary J. Blige. When Miguel did what he did, we was like, really? Really?
I mean, I'm sitting here watching it. I mean, first of all, that man that sang first to open this song was way off. I don't know what Miguel is doing.
See, I saw your eyes. I just saw your eyes when Miguel started singing, and your eyes got so big, like, whoa.
Wow.
Have you ever seen that Oprah meme when she was like leaning back in her chair and she was like,
yes.
That's how I felt. Like,
I mean, it's almost like, dude, did you just wake up, roll over?
He shouldn't have sang that. Y'all should have found Robin Thicke. He should have sang that.
He's been excommunicated from all communities.
Because George Michael is dead.
All right. All right. I'm not doing this with you. Are we gonna? I was going to suggest that we hit politics in these last 3 minutes, if you care.
We actually have 12.
Oh yeah, we did start at 10:10. I don't want to talk about politics for 12 minutes. So.
Donald Trump, you are the reason that we may not even have 2 terms of a president after your ass is gone. So we will never be China. I just want to let you know that. We will never have unlimited terms because we don't do kings over here. We don't do that. No term limit. So you president until you die. No, we are way too progressive. We are a generation, us millennials, we will know when we get old. We are going to be the ones that say, okay, I need to sit the hell down. Because y'all got us fucked up. We're not about to be doing this. I'll be damned if as millennials, we're not giving up power at 73. Sit your old ass down. Even the white people they will get all the blackness in their all the blackness that they've seen in their 73 years. Sit your old ass down. Florida, fuck you. That's
once
really
again
how I feel.
Once again.
Fuck you, Florida. Fuck you. Fuck you. The only Florida we fuck with died.
Damn.
500 women are for some type of 2018. Bravo. Sung in the tune of Hi Ho. There are 6 teenagers running for governor in Kansas. What's her name? Abrams? What's her first name?
Stacey.
Stacey Abrams. We're pulling for you in Georgia.
We sure are.
Come on, governor named Stacey and a mayor named Keisha. Hey! I'm still not moving back because I realize the whole country thinks that y'all are racist as fuck. I don't want to be there. I can't.
Georgia is racist.
It is.
Atlanta.
It is. When you see it from the lens that I see it now, I'm like, oh my God. Like they really imagine that Casey Cagle is like riding around in the pickup truck up to the Georgia State Capitol.
I mean, I don't have nothing. I'm rooting for Stacey Abrams. She's a Spelman sister, so I mean.
Well, you need to root. Fuck Spelman. You need to root for her.
No, don't do that.
Well, you need to fuck Spelman because everybody didn't go to Spelman. So you got to relate to the people. You need to tell the people. I'm telling you, you need to be advocating for the people. You only have one vote.
But once you don't say it, so what you Spelman. Don't ever say that.
I'm saying fuck Spelman, and I'm not saying fuck Spelman literally. I'm saying fuck Spelman.
Okay, watch the words.
Because what I need you to do is tell these people that went to Georgia State that they need to vote for Stacey.
You need to vote for
you Stacey. Telling them that you went to Spelman, they're gonna be like, okay, and bitch, what?
All I'm saying is watch your words.
We know that you Spelman women are proud, but the people that didn't go there don't really give a damn. We like be giving y'all claps and pats on the back because we so happy that y'all so happy, but we didn't go. We didn't go.
Are you done?
We didn't go.
Are you done?
I say that to every Spelman woman, so I just let you know.
Are you done?
No.
Okay, I'll wait to Republicans about why you should vote for Stacey Abrams.
229 Republicans voted so that you will never see Donald Trump's taxes. So, Black Republicans, yeah, I'm talking to you. You think I'm limited because I'm Black, and you stupid ass Republicans are like libtard. I don't even know what the fuck that means. It's something uneducated people made up, I'm sure. I'm delirious and delusional. But I know. So Stacey, I know she has the lead, but I was under the impression that she was an independent.
You need to vote for Stacey Abrams because she is committed to doing social work. She is committed to doing civic and community, and she is committed for community involvement and civic engagement. She is very involved in criminal justice reform. She's very involved in community reform. She's very involved in business reform, small business reform. She has a few business ventures. So she's worked from government, nonprofit to private sector. She's the first woman to lead either party in the Georgia General Assembly, first African-American to lead in the House of Representatives. She has just done a lot of work. She is Democrat, I believe. I don't know that she's running as independent. I can't recall off the top of my head. But if you want to know more about Stacey Abrams, go to stacyeabrams.com. It has her work, her achievements, her track record. If you want to get involved, you can hit me up or you can go to her website. But she has a lot of leadership and work ethic. And like I said, civic and community engagement. So she runs off of that. She's very involved.
So you're going to be Abrams for governor? You're going to be at the campaign headquarters?
Yep. I actually already got invited.
You got invited or are you going to sign up?
I got invited and I am signing up.
Okay. I'm putting my foot in every ass.
I can tell because you lost your mind and said fuck Spelman.
Listen, I already clarified that.
I just want to make sure you don't ever say that again.
And listen, it made sense in the grand scheme of what I was saying.
Okay.
And President Trump says that Barack Obama did nothing to stop Russia.
I have to work hard every time I get on this camera to not cuss.
I don't, because my homie Ramik wrote a song for Donald Trump. And I call it the Donald Trump theme music.
Is that the impeachment song?
No, Meek didn't write that. I mean, I care less about Donald Trump getting impeached because he really doesn't really affect my life at all. I mean, he does indirectly, but I don't like him.
Mm-hmm.
And so since I don't like him, I'd be like, I ignore what people say. And I told you I developed a tick every time I heard his name or saw him, then I just started twitching. And I was like, I'm not gonna ruin my life because of Donald
And neck.
Trump. Yeah, I'm not like I can't. In the words of so many of my Jamaican friends, I can't. I'm unable. But Ramik, the Ramik Mills, as y'all know him, it's really Meek Mill, it has no S. But you know,
do you know people that pronounce it with an S?
Yes, all black people. They put S on everything.
Not all black people. Don't do that.
Kroger's, Meek Mills. Where did y'all see the S? Written for Donald Trump.
Walmart.
Tell a hater I said, pussy. Tell your bitch I said. Ass up, face down.
Hey. You see what that Meek just did to you? You see what the Meek just did to you?
I told you I like Meek Mill. They played that like last night too. And all the little fingers went up in the lounge.
People be like, that's Meek? I be like this.
You mean the exact face that I just made?
Yeah, nah, it's Lil Wayne.
Oh, speaking of Lil Wayne, did you see that he filed a motion for some documents to be released in this 4-year-long legal battle he's had with Birdman?
No, but I did see that he had to take a paternity test of a 16-year-old that the baby mama is saying that's his baby. I had seen that right before we got on the air. But Lil Wayne is low on my totem pole list because all his raps are about his dick. If you go back and listen to him, he's never rapped about, since 2000, he hasn't rapped about anything but that dick. I had to stop listening to it because I was like, bro, I don't care about that.
And Trunk Fit.
But the thing about Trunk Fit is, now, you know, marijuana makes you think long and hard, right?
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But you brought Trunk Fit up, and it made me think about another reason I stopped. Like, I can't really. So, you know that song "Pop That" with French Montana?
Yes. I had to think about it for a second. Yes,
as a frame of reference, I'm gonna just put it up for you. Ain't right. So let me go on to Lil Wayne's part. That's not Wayne. That's Drake. Where's Wayne? Right there. I want you to listen carefully.
We've had this conversation before.
I know, but the listeners don't know. I think I'm never gonna get to it. It's not that long.
I realized the song was that long.
I know. I'm like, damn. Lil Wayne, is this you?
Stop talking that shit and suck a nigga dick for some truck fit.
Okay. So I heard it a couple times and I'm like, yeah. I say it out my mouth. Truck Fit is a male clothing line. I'm just saying. Who are you talking to, Wayne? Answer the question, Tiff. Who was he talking to?
As we've had this conversation before, I'm going to offer the same potential explanation that I offered the last time.
Okay.
It is possible that he was saying that so that females could partake in fellatio to get some truck fits for their boo that they, yes, cheated on, but they got truck fit for their boo.
Wow.
Or, sometimes females like to wear men's clothing because it's baggy and comfortable. So maybe that's what he meant.
We're out of time. We're out of time.
I'm searching again, trying to see. Oh, here's a little girl's romper and some shorts. There's kids' clothes out here.
If kids are sucking dick for truck fit,
girls could be doing it to get gear for their kids. That's terrible. That's all I've got. That's literally the best I can do. Best I can do.
I've been in radio for 13 years.
It comes up. Okay, let's say it's truck fit for women.
Seems like your results were nigh. And yes, I said nigh.
It's going to be a negatory.
Yeah, because it doesn't exist.
I tried.
Yeah, and failed.
Like I said, we do like to wear men's clothing sometimes because it's bigger, it's comfy. That's why we be stealing men's hoodies.
I'm sure Wayne has an explanation. I'm sure he does. Sure.
I'm sure he does too.
It's not a fight I want to pick. I just want to know.
I tried. That's the best I can do. We like wearing men's clothes sometimes. Y'all's hoodies be comfortable than a mug. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I have taken many a boyfriend's hoodie.
I'm black. I'm about to take my hair down.
Oh my God. We are out of time.
We are.
You can find me on Tiff Lanelle everywhere. Alex, how do they get in touch with you? Because I got a script to go write.
Alex Unmuted. Pretty much everywhere. Remember, today is greater. Believe it, speak it, and live it. You have to make the choice to be great. Your situation isn't your destination. So instead, make it your motivation. We back here on a Wednesday. Same time, same place. You know how it goes down. It's ShakeUP. After dark. We out.
Peace.
Namaste.